Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the High Moving Podcast. And not only do I think the Sixers are the best team in the Eastern Conference, I think they might be the best team in the NBA currently, right? And probably if they play like this for the duration of this regular season. Look, once they traded James Harden and I saw the way they were playing early on, even that loss against the Milwaukee Bucks, who everybody had, who they were picking to, come out the East off rip. They played close, lost that game, but I was like, Maxey is on the rise. And I got to tell you, they played Boston, who was the second best team, or some people thought were probably the better team in the East up until they played tonight. And I got to say, I know the game ended close, but there was a portion of the game where the Sixers was running away with this game, and Boston fought back. I think these are the two best teams in the Eastern Conference, in my opinion. Probably, in the Boston Celtics could be the third best team in the NBA. Denver Nuggets, no, for me, 76ers, Denver Nuggets, Boston Celtics, right? Probably my three best teams in the NBA. And look, elephant in the room, the whole Harden situation, which I will talk to in a bit on a different video, but focusing on the 76ers, I was like, look, Harden goes, you got room for Maxey. I still thought this team was good. Even with Harden gone, and seeing how they played, I was like, you know what? That could be a dark horse pick to come out the Eastern Conference. I'm probably gonna have to stop saying dark horse pick and start saying, like, look, I'm rocking the 76ers to make it out the Eastern Conference, barring there's no injury or anything like that, and the team stays healthy and Maxey continues to play the way he's been playing. Okay, look, they went up against a 5-1 Celtics team. Jason Tatum has been playing like an top MVP candidate once again this season, and they went and they took care of him, even though they're at home. So I like to see how Philadelphia does against Boston on their home court, right? So I got to say, man, Embiid has been playing like an MVP in my opinion. They've been looking like the best team. Maxey had 25 points, Embiid 27 points. I mean, look, this is Nick Nurse has done a phenomenal job. Nick Nurse likes his guards. You saw what he done in Toronto with having Fred VanVleet as his guard, along with Kawhi Leonard and all that. I understand, he had Kawhi Leonard, but they had a good team. They had a whole good supporting cast. And I like that Nick Nurse is getting the most out of this team without James Harden. As for James Harden, listen, man, like, I always said his best opportunity, through all that nonsense, I was like, yo, he can stay in Philadelphia, and I'm thinking like, yo, that's a good team. His best opportunity to win a championship is in Philadelphia, but no, he has to leave. And honestly, you can make the case that this is a clear case of addition by subtraction, right? James Harden is not he won't be a ball stopper. He won't be a distraction. We got to see how this team is going to perform in the postseason, but I mean, look, we know James Harden had his meltdowns in the playoffs and everything like that. The team just played really weird in the playoffs last season with James Harden, because that meltdown was coming. I'm not going to put Embiid off. I'm not going to take Embiid off the hook because he had some poor games as well. But from what I'm seeing, I'm no longer going to say dark horse pick to come out of the East. This team is looking good. And I had a feeling that this team would be good even without James Harden, just because my whole thing, and you can go back to some of my early videos if you're watching, if you're sub, cool. If you've seen those videos, cool. If you haven't, early on, I really talked about, I'm talking about way back over the summer was happening. I was like, look, Maxey is on the come up. Maxey is really good. If James Harden wants to leave, you can build around Maxey and Embiid, and the Sixers would be fine. They brought in Kelly Oubre. They brought in some guys in that trade for James Harden that's going to be able to benefit this team. And I got to say, man, I was thoroughly impressed tonight from the 76ers, but I'm not surprised. I mean, they're 6-1. To me, they're the best team. To me, I'm going to go ahead and say it. It's open for debate. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to say the Sixers are the best team in the NBA currently right now, right? Based on the level of competition they're playing and how they've been playing, I've been very impressed, right? I need to stop saying dark horse pick to come out the East. I've been saying that on the past couple of videos when I talked about the Sixers and James Harden situation. But right now, I got to say, hey, for me, they're a lock to come out. Like I said, if this team can stay healthy, I'm liking this team a lot. This team is looking really good. I mean, they were manhandling Boston for a good portion of the game, but Boston is so good that they're going to fight back. It's hard to put a team away like Boston. I don't care how talented you are. Boston is an elite team as well, and they hung on. They withheld the storm that Boston's comeback, right? So I mean, look, this could be a Eastern Conference Finals preview. There's a lot. These are the two best defensive teams in the Eastern Conference, in my opinion. So I can't put Milwaukee ahead of these teams. You know what I'm saying? So, and when I say best defensive team, literally meaning like their talent and defensive effort all together, total package, right? They have elite offense and they have serviceable defense that they're not going to just, give games away. I know Sixers won a couple nights ago in a really shootout, but their scoring clip was just so much higher than the other team. It was insane, right? So, two best teams in the Eastern Conference, man. I was excited watching this game, man. So yeah. But let me know what y'all think about the 76ers being the best team in the Eastern Conference. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.